I think interim budgets, we did not expect much fiddling with tax. There have been, some announcement on better servicing, waiving of old outstandings. These are helpful, but it's not for an interim budget to tweak taxes. So we should wait to see what happens in the main budget. The Finance Minister did rightly point out that in the past she has brought down taxes, which is the case. And they, out of the budget, in fact, only recently announced the exemption limit going from 5 to 7. So it wasn't part of the interim budget announcement, but was just before it. So yes, I think we can wait to see, as we should, that what is helpful when taxes are reduced is people have more money in hand to spend, and that helps consumption, and consumption helps growth. So to the extent that rural consumption has still been slow, we need to support the farm communities with the money they have in hand so they can spend and drive some of that consumption. It's been a strength in the past for India. It's still an area that needs some focus. There was mention of some farm-related programs. We need to look at that detail. But anything that helps the farmer to save, to spend, to have a better way of life helps the economy as a whole. And that may not need tax revisions. It may need schemes which help on that front.
Okay, and the promoting of tourism also, the budget, and Lakshadweep as well.
Yeah.
So what do you want to say about the long-time bank loans, interest-free loans?
So tourism is a big revenue generator for an economy. There are whole economies like Italy, Greece, Spain that survive on tourism. India, with all that we have to offer, has never really developed its tourism to the levels that some of these European or indeed some of our Asian neighbors have done. There's room for improvement. Logistics is going to lend some of that. We've seen huge announcements of hotels and hotel chains now across the country, so that helps. More domestic tourism, and I'm very happy to say as I travel around, we're seeing more and more domestic tourists, and they're not just from Bengal and Gujarat, which was the traditional sort of traveler and tourist. There was mention of spiritual tourism by the finance minister, so that, of course, is a big one for the country. And the more access we provide, ease of access through better roads, airports, railways, and staying arrangements, the more people travel. And I hope that we as Indians can spend all our money traveling in our country instead of going abroad. And improvement in infrastructure will be a great way to make sure that that happens. It's a huge job employment opportunity. It helps youth, it helps women, because all of us can work in that sector. And, there is a whole level of rural tourism and ecotourism which can help farmers and communities in our hill areas, etc., who begin to have homestays and provide these services.